Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we are planning out the week of March 28th through April 2nd using this Freaky Friday kit from Scribble Co. I am a Scribble Co affiliate, so you can use my code Rosey10 to save some money. If you use my code, just know I greatly appreciate you. I am obsessed with this spread. I had a hard time choosing foil and what foil color to use with it, but ultimately I chose black, and I did use a black foil bundle from Scribble Co. And then I did order some overlays, some quote overlays from Plannahannah, and then she's just about to release it. I just saw it yesterday as I'm filming this voiceover. Oops, I just realized somehow I'd started a workout on my Apple Watch, and I definitely haven't been working out, so that's fun. But anyways, I just saw her announce it on her Facebook group last night as I'm filming this, which would have been April 22nd. I'm filming this voiceover on April 23rd. So the fortune cookie washi overlays are going to be over that green strip that's there. Because it is still blank, and I just feel like they're too perfect to go with this spread. Now, if you are new on my channel, you didn't see my plan with me before this one, which I will link it. It is my gym plan with me, or my fitness plan with me. That week was one of the best weeks of my entire life. And this week was one of the worst weeks of my entire life. Had I not already had this base laid down, I probably would have used that Caress Press Hot Mess kit because it just seems more appropriate, and I just feel for this being one of my favorite movies of all time, it deserved a better week than it got in my life. This week was really bad. So I'm going to put a trigger warning here because I am going to be talking about a school shooting a little bit. This week was the week of the Covenant school shooting in Nashville, and if you don't know, I live in Nashville, and I drive by that school really often. I see it more days than I don't, and it hit really close to home, and that kind of started off the week on Monday. It just kind of, like, that was, like, the big event. But then there was a bunch of other, like, little things that just made the week a complete train wreck. So, the shooting obviously was a big one, and it kind of weighed heavy on us all week. It really affected my work. My work shut down the day that it happened just because of the close vicinity, the safety. We wanted to keep the streets open for any safety personnel or anything like that needed to come in. That kind of thing. So it was just a weird week. So then Tuesday, I did have work the day after, and I decided I was gonna bake to bring in some treats for work, just to try to support anybody. I don't know. Baking is a stress reliever for me, so I also felt like doing it, and my hand mixer wouldn't turn on. So I walked over to my neighbor's house to borrow hers, and I come back in, and my hand mixer has turned itself on, and I flung butter and sugar all over my kitchen. And before that, I had woken up, and a picture frame had fallen off the wall and broken, and glass had gone literally everywhere. And then that day at work, I was cleaning out one of the fitting rooms, and somebody had peed in a pair of leggings. And I touched them. So then, there was that. Obviously, Trump got indicted this week, which is a big deal for our country. So there was that. And then, I had a big Target fail. Like, they didn't have what I needed. And then I was up all night one night with tornado warnings and watches, so hiding in a closet basically. And then I had work the next day, and that day at work they decided to treat us to Starbucks, so somebody left to go get it, and they had a flat tire, so somebody else went to go help them with their flat tire, and they had the car slipped, and hit him in the head, and so he was bleeding. He's okay. It was just like an actually very minor cut. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And it was just like, this is why we can't have nice things. It was just felt like one of those weeks where if I breathed wrong, everything was gonna go wrong. So I wish I had really positive things to say about this week. Aesthetically, I love how the spread turned out. I think it's gorgeous, stunning, and it is everything I could have wanted for this week. But event-wise, it could have been better. You can tell I was definitely stressing because Sunday the 2nd, I deep cleaned my house, and that just baking, cleaning is one of those things that I do when I'm stressed, and I actually really feel like cleaning today as I'm filming this, but there's no point because tomorrow we have a bunch of drywall people coming over to work on a room in my house, so there is no point because it's just going to get dirty and dusty again. I will add a Plannahannah quote a little bit later over this fortune cookie menu box in the sidebar. And it's the quote that the fortune cookie says in the movie. So a journey just begins, surprise reflected in another's eyes. When what you see is what you lack, then selfish love will change you back. And yes, I have that memorized. I also have the Freaky Friday soundtrack memorized. It is a bomb CD. If you just need to jam to something good, put on the Freaky Friday soundtrack. It's amazing. This is one of those movies that is so classic, so iconic. Again, one of my favorites of all time. But I try to reserve when I watch it for a special time because I don't want to overdo it because it is so good. And when I was in middle school and high school, y'all, I was in love with Chad Michael Murray. I was convinced I was gonna marry him. My room was floor to ceiling posters of him at one point. We even had to have them put a cork board on the ceiling so I could hang more posters up there and could lay in bed and look at him. It was borderline creepy looking back, but I was in middle school at the time. And just everything about this movie is just so 2000s, the low-rise jeans, the Von Dutch shirt, the pop punk kind of music. I also have a pink slip shirt, and I'm obsessed with it. And when I saw this kit come out, I almost screamed. So I would also, now the only other kit I need to complete my favorite movies would be A Cinderella Story with Chad Michael Murray and Hilary Duff, because that movie is iconic, and I think it's really special to me, to the planner world, because if you were all a part of the planner community when COVID started, I remember hosting a watch party with a bunch of planner girls, and we all got on and we watched A Cinderella Story together and just chatted through the whole thing, and it was so much fun. It was such a fun night bringing that community together, and it almost makes me feel like I need to do something like that again, just because I used to hang out with you all on live once a month when I did my kit lineups with lists, but now those don't really happen, and I miss the live interactions. So I don't know, would you all be up for a movie night maybe once a month? Maybe would that be something that we would all be interested in? I don't know. Let me know. Leave a comment down below, because I'm curious. Also, I'm really into nostalgic movies right now from the mid to early 2000s. So what are your favorite movies from that era? I would love to know. I'm of course obsessed with Legally Blonde, The Princess Diaries, all that kind of stuff. But if there's any on your list that you think I should watch, let me know, because I want more. Just really in that headspace recently. I'm also just kind of stalling because this week feels like it was so long ago. I mean, it was basically a month ago at this point, which It's fine. I'm catching up slowly but surely. And here finally are those overlays from Plannahannah, and you can use Rosey15 to save if you'd like. And I only added one because I felt like the rest covered up the art too much, and I was just too obsessed with it. I couldn't bring myself to cover the art. So starting the 27th, I marked that I started a workout program called Job 1, which is funny because I actually finished that real time this week. So go me, but this was the day I started it, and the workout was back, glutes, and core. And that dumbbell is from RoseyPlans. Then I did some planning. Then I used some angel wings from RoseyPlans to mark what happened at the Covenant School. Then I was actually getting ready to leave for my dentist appointment when I found out. So I marked my appointment, which I had to go in to get a scan done so that they could make my tooth that had been missing. And then my mom made me one of my favorite dinners, so I wanted to mark it. Then Tuesday, I put in that I woke up to that broken picture frame, which the back of the frame is still hanging on the wall, and then the picture is somewhere safe, and I just need to get a new frame to replace it. I just haven't done it yet because it's in a room I don't go in every day, so it's not bugging me that much. I just choked on my own spit. My saliva just tried to kill me. Anyways, then I did my workout. Then I marked the sugar and butter fiasco, and then I made snickerdoodle bars, and it was just a disaster and a half. Then this day I did my makeup, even though I really didn't want to, but I was in such a funky mood from the day before, and the energy was just really heavy, and I thought it might make me feel better. So then I went to work, and then I just used a middle finger emoji to mark that someone peed in a pair of pants. I still can't get over that. It's been a month, and it has scarred me for life. So then Wednesday, I went to work and did not do my makeup this day because after the night before, I was over it. And then I went tanning, and I did my workout, which this day it was chest, legs, and core. And then I took a nap just because I was exhausted emotionally, and it felt so good. This was one of those greatly needed naps. And then I watched Freaky Friday this day, so I just used some of the deco from the kit to mark it because I didn't have any better stickers, and I think it looks super cute, and I think I'm going to save the rest of the deco to mark in the future when I watch the movie. It just fits so well in that movie marquee. Maybe I cut her. I think I might have cut her. But regardless, I like how it fit. And then I caught up on The Good Doctor because I was 6 or 7 episodes behind. Maybe not that many. I might be exaggerating. But this day I did a big catch up, and it's getting good again. I'm kind of excited for The Good Lawyer to come out. Just because that spinoff looks interesting. Is it out yet? I don't even know. It might already be out. I might be behind on that. But regardless, moving into Thursday, my March kit lineup went live, and I will link that. Totally lost my train of thought there. Then the first thing I did this day was do my 20-minute cardio workout. I'm pretty sure I did that fasted, but don't quote me on it. And then I took my little Lucy for a WALK because it was getting warmer this day and she just loves it. Then I did some planning because I was trying to catch up and all that jazz. I've been behind for way too long now, and I'm quite frankly over it. Then I had a work meeting this day, so I just went ahead and put that in, what work meeting was this? Because usually ours were in the morning. Oh, I think it was my yearly checkup interview. Maybe. And then I put in that I got a raise. Yeah, it definitely was. And then I put in that Trump got indicted. Then Friday was payday. And I was waiting on more of the piggy bank stickers to come in the mail that matched from Carly. So that's going to be missing for a hot second. And then I did my arms, shoulders, and legs workout Friday to finish out my workouts for the week. This day I did a bunch of editing and I did my makeup before I went to work this day. I ended up going to work and I don't remember anything significant that happened at work this day, but I did stop at Target on the way home. Now I remember why. It was a fail. I stopped at Target to get red and black ribbon because those are the school colors and people are decorating their mailbox with it in support of the school. And our Target said they don't carry those colors this time of year. So Amazon for the win. And then I was up all night with the tornado watch and I just made that little tornado sticker myself. Then on Saturday, I went to work and I was exhausted. And like I said, this was the day that they were going to treat us to coffee and flat tire. Like, it was just a mess. We've already discussed that, but we did actually end up getting coffee. So I put that in. Then I just put in an emoji from What's More With Love running into a brick wall and just put, like, I was so over this week. I was just done. I came home and I just took a nap because mentally I was over it, and then I got back into Criminal Minds this night. Moving into Sunday, the first thing I put in was that I slept in, and again, my mind needed it, and it felt glorious. And then I did my laundry just like I'm doing right now. It is Sheet Sunday. I wash my sheets every Sunday. Then this day I deep cleaned my house because stress, anxiety of the week. I just felt like I needed my space to be fresh and clean, and it felt so good. And then it was Sunday, so NASCAR was on this day. Those little racing flags are from RoseyPlans, and they were at Richmond. Then I did some planning, and I finished out the week by doing some like normal laundry for like normal clothes. I should probably do some of that today because I have some certain favorite pieces that I just need to wash every time after I wear them, and it's bad. I just need to like invest in some duplicates. Here's what I have left over of the ultimate kit. As you can see, I have lots left over this week. It was just a weird week. Looking back at this week again, aesthetically, I loved the spread, but it was just a bad week overall. And those weeks happen, unfortunately, but it just kind of sucks because it was following like one of the best weeks ever of my life. And it would have just been nice if like the bad could have held off one more week, but we can't pick and choose how like the cards fall, and this is just what ended up happening this week. And luckily since then we've been on to bigger and better things, and things have been improving. I did also forget two scripts. Well, I didn't forget, but they like got messed up, so I reprinted them and you'll see them at the end. And the font I use will be linked down below. I was stuck rambling and forgot to tell you. It's like a Von Dutch inspired font. And yes, it is supposed to be like worn. So some of the letters are supposed to be missing. But this is basically going to wrap up this plan with me. If you are struggling, just know that you are not alone. My DMs are always open for you. On Instagram, it is RoseyPlans like it is here. If you haven't yet, I would appreciate if you would think about subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up. I'm really trying to hit 1,000 friends here, and it would help me out. Leave any questions you have down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.